Hey guys, Michou here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another 5 days holiday video. So today I'm going to teach you guys 5 easy steps on how to make your makeup last. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so the first step on a good lasting makeup is primers. I have a few primers here that I'm going to show you guys and the reason why you should use them. So the first ones are just like regular moisturizers, or that's how I feel like how it is. So these primers are just gonna help your skin hydrate more, especially during the cold holiday season. Yeah, I have combination skin, but these are specifically for people with dry skin, more likely. Okay, so the first one is actually this Laura Mercier. This is the foundation primer for blemishes, but I feel like you can use this for like just regular, you know, skincare primer. So yeah, if you're looking for something into the towards the high-end spectrum, then this is a good one for you. The next one is actually in the middle. I guess this is a drugstore product. This is from Wet n Wild. You guys have seen this a million times on my channel. This is just a face primer. Cover all, it says. This is supposed to refine your pores, fill in fine lines, brighten your complexion, and even your skin tone. But like I said, it's more like a moisturizer for me. It does get sticky like once you actually like blend it into your skin, but it takes a little while. But the first thing that you notice after you put it on is it's very moisturizing. Alright, so the last thing that I have that I can suggest you guys is actually by AOA Studio. So yes, this is the cheapest one out of all 3 of them. This is also, it feels like it's a moisturizing primer for me, but this is supposed to be a poreless primer. This is by AOA Studio, their Wonder Skin line, and this is a poreless primer. I have 2 of them, and I actually wanted to give one to you guys, but I accidentally opened both of them. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so this is the dollar makeup from Shop Miss A. Okay, and then the next primer that I'm going to talk to you guys about is actually poreless primers. Yes, this is actually my main concern since I have huge pores by my nose. But yeah, these 2 are like my favorite primers of all time right now. Actually, I'm using this right now on my face and another primer. But anyways, the first one is by Maybelline. So yes, drugstore. This is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is the second time I purchased this, and this is really good primer, you guys. Like, it actually it does hide your pores, it blurs out your pores, but it's also mattifying and also moisturizing. So the feeling is just not like a silicone, but it's a silicone with a bit of lotion, if that makes sense. Okay, and then the next one is by Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the Pore Minimizing Primer. You guys saw this from my what is it, Ulta haul. But yeah, I really like this primer, you guys. This one is slightly tinted, like when you take it out of the package. From all of them, this is tinted, but it doesn't show that on your skin, you know what I mean? This is almost like the Too Faced, I think it's the Too Faced pore primer. I forgot, but yeah, it's tinted and it's really good. And then the last primer that I'm gonna show you guys are just like regular primers. These are suggested to be like high definition. This is pretty much like when you are supposed to take pictures, or I guess like going to a night out or wedding, any events, I guess. The first one is, once again, drugstore. This is by LA Girl. This is the Pro Prep Primer. This is the HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. Yeah, this helps smooth and fill in fine lines and pores. Again, it's paraben free and fragrance free and enriched with vitamin E. So I don't know about the pores. I didn't really see the difference, but I did use this on other people during bridal shower, and it looked good on them. They had like you know, like different skin type, and it did look good on them. So yeah, this is pretty much for like long lasting, to make your foundation last a bit longer. And then of course the next one is from Smashbox, and this is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is supposed to it's just supposed to help even your complexion and helps your makeup look better. So this is pretty much just to help your skin for makeup, for foundation pretty much. It's supposed to be oil free, and this is for the photo finish. So I guess, yes, once again, this is good for when you're taking pictures and flash photography, things like that during the day or night. So yeah, those are all the primers, you guys. And you all know that you need a really good base or like a foundation in order to have, you know, your makeup last longer and look better. Of course, skincare is the first step to better a makeup, but after that you need a really good primer. So those are just few choices that I was able to try and let you guys know. Okay, the next step is of course foundation. Next foundation that I'm going to talk to you guys are mostly drugstore, because I love drugstore foundations. You all know that. These are my favorites, but because we're talking about, you know, your makeup lasting longer, and especially for the holiday, you're gonna take a lot of pictures, you know, you're gonna dance the night away, etc. You want your makeup to be matte. That's the main thing. Except if you have really dry skin, then you can go on with your illuminating foundation. But other than that, you need a matte foundation. So my favorite foundation of all time is actually the Infallible Pro Matte foundation. This is by L'Oreal, and I'm in shade 107 Fresh Beige. I'm actually at the very last drop of this foundation. That's why I haven't touched it in like a while because I'm planning on doing like a very good in-depth review for you guys. But anyways, this is a very good foundation for photography. It lasts very long time, and it doesn't dry out your skin even though it's matte. That's why I love it. And it has a like yellow base. That means that it's really good for flash photography, and that's what you want. Okay, the next one is I think you guys already guessed it. It's the Fit Me by Maybelline. This is the matte and poreless foundation. This is well, I have the wrong shade, so I'm not gonna tell you guys what shade, but anyways, this is another great foundation, you guys. You should really invest in this. It's only like what, $8. So anyways, great also for events, you know, for your sweaty nights or anything like that. This is matte. It stays matte, but once again, it does not dry out your skin, and it looks flawless on your skin. It looks like a high-end foundation, so this is really good also. And the next one, last one for drugstore, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. You guys have seen this tons and tons of times on my channel last year, and I just started using this again recently, and I love it, you guys. I feel like this foundation is mainly good for YouTube videos and pictures. This foundation, it says it's 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. It doesn't really conceal, to be honest with you, but it glides on very smoothly on your skin. It makes your skin look like, you know, perfect, kind of, you know, for photography and videos like this. It blurs out your skin and makes it look like, you know, flawless and things like that. So this is very great for events, and also this is gonna last on your face for a very long time. So yeah, this is the third foundation. Okay, the first foundation is high-end. Yes, finally. This is the Clinique Stay Matte foundation. It doesn't really say much. It's just an oil-free makeup. So this is like good for like everyday foundation. I've been using this like daily actually. To be honest with you, I didn't like this at first, but the more I used it, the more it's great. And this is the type of foundation that won't cake up on you, even if you add like powder on top of it, and you add like, you know, other things like concealers, a lot of products, and it stays clear, I guess, like thin on your skin. So It's really good, and because it stays matte. I wouldn't say it stays matte. You really need to set this because after a few hours your oil is gonna come out. But this is just good for everyday foundation with powder. Okay, the last one is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is a really good foundation, especially if you have like something very special coming up, for example your wedding, your birthday, special date, things like that. This baby will not let you down, or the other ones won't either, but this one is like more expensive if you wanna spend extra. This is what I'm wearing tonight. I took pictures with this foundation and it seems like I look good in the picture, so yeah. And this foundation lasts long also, and it's not it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. But also the main reason why I told you guys about all those foundation is because it works well with other products, so it's not like gonna like break out and get all cakey and things like that, because we need all of these products together for your makeup to last. So yeah, these are the foundation. And moving on to powder. I think you all know I don't really like powders, but I had to try using a lot of powders because my skin changed, and as you all know, my skin started to become more oily than dry, so it's more oily combination. So I started to invest in more powders. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. I am in shade Nude Beige. This one, a lot of YouTubers like this just because it's not heavy. It doesn't make your foundation cakey, even though you put it on top of your foundation. You can also wear it on its own and it will give you decent coverage. But this also works well with all these products. The next powder that I'm going to show you guys is the one by NYC. This is very inexpensive, same as a lot of those products that I showed you earlier. I've hit pan on this, as you can see right there. I really like this powder, especially when I'm on the go. This is just the same as the NYC. These are like the everyday powder. This won't make your makeup look cakey even though you apply it, yes, especially under your eyes. Yeah, it's just a very light powder, almost like if you're like to use like a loose powder. So I really like this. I am using the shade 704A Warm Beige. Okay, so once you're done with powder, you're gonna need to bake your face. Especially if you're using concealer, you're gonna need to bake your face. You're gonna need to set that concealer so that it does not move anywhere through the sweaty night of dancing. Or just through the holiday, family dinner, family lunch. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple of affordable powder, loose powder or translucent powder, and another one that's high-end and that's really good. So of course the first two are from e.l.f. This is the sheer powder or translucent powder. This is the white one, and this is the yellow one, or this is the corrective yellow. So it's pretty much yellow for under your eyes. This is for brightening, and the translucent powder for anywhere else or the rest of your T-zone. This is supposed to not have any color. So you can actually just use a translucent powder instead of the regular powder for all over your face. You just don't bake your face. Then you can do that. Yeah, so those are very inexpensive but very good HD powder. And then the next one is actually this Airspun right here. This is the original formula. Airspun loose face powder. This is since 1935. Okay, I haven't been using this because it's the wrong color, so it makes me pink. But this has that. It feels like baby powder, and you guys know the Laura Mercier one. feels like baby powder, and it's really really good on your face because it's light. It's supposed to just help you bake your face, and then you can wipe it off after, and it won't leave any marks. This feels just like that, but you need to get the translucent one, because if you get like anyone that has a color, it's not gonna be flash photography friendly, and you're not gonna like that. Okay, so yeah, that's the only thing with the Airspun. And then the last one is the Laura Mercier, and this is actually the invisible loose powder. So I didn't get the translucent powder because the person at the store just told me that the translucent will still leave me like white cast on my skin tone. So she said just get the invisible one, and that's what I did, and I really really love it. I actually am wearing it tonight, and I took some pictures, and it's still here. Yeah, this is the best of all of them, but they're all good products. These are very light. The Airspun and the Laura Mercier are very very light on your skin, like I said. The e.l.f. is very good also, but it's a little bit, just tiny bit, like heavier than the other two. Yeah, so that's about baking. Okay, so the last step, I think you guys all already guessed it. It's makeup setting spray. It's very very crucial, especially after all those powders and translucent powders. You need to use makeup mist or makeup spray, setting spray on your face. So these are all depending on your skin type again and things like that. I guess I'll start with my least favorite. I have the Infallible Pro Spray and Set by L'Oreal. The mist of this is really really good. It sprays really well, you know, it has a decent size, so you can use it really often. It's 3.4 fluid ounces, but unfortunately it does not work with combination or oily skin. Every single time I use this, it doesn't fail me. Every single time I use this, 30 minutes later, my under my eyes right here is already oily. My nose is already oily. I have combination skin, so my T-zone gets oily really fast, and that's I'm trying to use products that, you know, will make my foundation last longer. So this is not helping at all. I know some people like the dewy look. I don't, and especially because I have like oily T-zone, I just don't like the dewy look. Okay, so yeah, this is good for anyone that has dry skin. That's the point. Anyone that has dry skin, it's good for you. This is the Urban Decay Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is supposed to be oil control. I've used this a couple times ever since Vegas. I've used this a couple times, many times, more than a couple. It just feels like every time I use it, my makeup feels heavy on my skin after a couple of hours. Not too sure why. And it does look oily also. I'm not too sure why, because this is supposed to be oil control. So yeah, this is good for anyone with dry skin also, I guess. Combination skin is not, I wouldn't suggest it. Unless you like to look a little dewy and you don't mind that heaviness on your skin, then I say go for it. Otherwise, don't. Okay. And then the last but not least is my favorite. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This, I have been using this for years and years and years, you guys. Actually, I never really tried any other makeup mist and set until last year. So this has been with me for years, like 5 or 6 years. This, even though the spray is like it's like showering your face really, because it's really like the spray is like not sprints, it's like sprays your face flat. It does help me with like to dry up my makeup, like it sets it and it dries it up without making it feel too cakey on the face. Especially if I use a lot of powders and things like that, I want my face to look more dewy or more skin-like, more natural. Then I use this, and it helps you guys. I really love this. I do recommend this to anyone. It's only $3, I believe. Yeah, this is the least expensive from all three of them. So yeah, you guys, that's the 5 easy steps on making your makeup last. I hope it did help you guys. I gave you a lot of information today, but I hope it did help just a little bit. If you have any other question, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for watching that video, guys. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you guys did like it. Also, don't forget to click on my round face right here to subscribe. That will mean a lot to me. And here's the next video.